Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some time.
After a week of rumors and discussion about her future in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark finally spoke out in a shocking decision that stunned the whole basketball community. Clark shared her plans for the next season on Instagram.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
Following the Fever's contentious playoff elimination, the basketball community held its breath as Clark's social media remained silent. Both fans and analysts pondered whether she would return, if her historic season was merely a preview of what was to come, if she would actually hang up her sneakers to play another sport, or both. The tension increased with every day until October 2nd, when Clark's Instagram post expressing gratitude for her rookie season sent shockwaves through the league. In this video, we'll examine what this means for the Indiana Fever and how her choice will affect the WNBA's future. Before we break it down, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready to let's go? Reality has arrived. As we dive into Clark's historic season, we'll unearth the significance of her decision and what it means for the sport.
But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
The carefully chosen words in Clark's Instagram post were only the beginning of a season that revolutionized basketball's possibilities. How did one superstar manage to smash not only expectations but the record books itself on October 2nd, 2024? With those words, Caitlin Clark confirmed what fans had been hoping for, that she wasn't going anywhere. But what exactly made her season so remarkable, that it wasn't just about breaking records, it was about shattering them? Her Instagram lit up with a message that sent ripples through the basketball world. Year 1 check. She wrote, "Thank you to the many people who have supported me as I've been able to live my childhood dream. I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on this past year of my life. See you all in year 2. In her first season, Clark broke an incredible 62 records, all of which attest to her unparalleled influence on the sport.
One of the greatest years of basketball with work put in by anybody ever.
Let's begin with the figures that caused statisticians to come up with new adjectives. Clark scored 19.2 points on average, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game weren't just respectable numbers for a rookie, they were exceptional numbers for any player in the league. Her 337 assists set a new league record for the most assists in a season, demonstrating her capacity to improve her team as a whole, but it went beyond the numbers. A triple-double, not just once but twice, was something no freshman had ever accomplished before, but Clark didn't stop there. The impact of Clark's performances went well beyond the stat sheet. Under her direction, the Indiana Fever, who had been struggling for years, found new life and surged to a 20-win, 20-loss record, their first 20-win season since 2015. More significantly, Clark led the team to their first playoff appearance, ending a protracted postseason drought. Her 19 assists in a single game set yet another record, demonstrating that her vision and playmaking ability were on another level.
What's our goal? It's our goal to get to the playoffs. Our goal is to be in the playoffs. Our goal is to just continue to be competing for a championship.
Not only did her thrilling play on the court win games, but it also caused attendance to soar, jersey sales to soar, and the Indiana Fever to instantly become a must-see. TV every game demonstrated Clark's ability to improve her teammates by opening up the floor and creating opportunities that left the defenders reeling. The praise came in as fast as the broken records. Clark's unanimous selection as the WNBA Rookie of the Year is evidence of her supremacy. Another feather in her crown was being chosen for the All-Star game with the highest votes, which demonstrated her ability to compete with the league's more seasoned players and thrill the crowd.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
What made Clark's accomplishments even more remarkable was how she managed the pressure of entering the league with so much excitement. She not only met but surpassed expectations thanks to her poise in the spotlight, her ability to perform in pivotal situations, and her unwavering focus. Drew is compared to Larry Bird and other legends. Morovic, Pete, Steph Curry and even the legendary Michael Jordan himself, but perhaps the most important thing about Clark's season was how it changed the idea of what a WNBA rookie could achieve. She didn't just raise the bar, she sent it skyward. Going forward, rookies will be judged by Clark's amazing standard, which seems unfair in its loftiness. If you've watched this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable all notifications. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, but let's get back to the action.
But she also did it with the spotlight on her at a very young age. Fame is hitting this young lady's life. And very, very rarely did I see a misstep or something that I wouldn't want to show my daughter. Literally every step of the way, it's just like, watch her, watch how she plays, watch how she handles her business.
As Clark's fame grew, so did the target on her back. The WNBA sensation, the Phenom, was set to encounter obstacles that would try her determination like never before. Fans were enthralled with breaking season, but it also brought with it harsh criticism and unanticipated controversies. During a pivotal game against the Connecticut Sun, an eye poke left Clark reeling. What should have been a routine play suddenly became the focus of heated debate across the basketball world. Clark went down, but no foul was called. The playoffs were supposed to be Clark's defining moment, but instead they became the center of a firestorm that would engulf the young star.
As everyone else has seen this angle, I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Fans and pundits analyzed every replay of the event, raising concerns about the players' safety and the refereeing. They also questioned the poke's motivations. Christine Brennan, a columnist for USA Today, brought up the subject of purpose, which infuriated the WNBA Players Union and escalated the debate.
When you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
However, the eye poke was only the beginning. Did you know that out of the 144 players in the W, Clark received 177% of all flagrant fouls called in the league? Let's not even consider the number of times flagrant fouls went uncalled. It could have easily doubled the number of teams that were responsible for 80% of those fouls. The Chicago Sky, whose head coach was recently fired, is the team that was responsible for 80% of those fouls. Why is it that when Caitlin Clark is hit with excessive contact, fouls are not called, but when she slaps the rim padding, there is an instant technical foul? And let's not even get into the rulebook debate. Here's Diana Taurasi doing the exact same thing, but no technical was given. Why does it seem like officiating in a double standard when it comes to Clark?
Let me show you.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi.
Look at that. Bro, she just did the same exact movement as what Clark did, except Clark hit it lower. Diana did it straight on and loud.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi, they'll count the bucket. And Antoine coming up for DT.
Right in front of the rest, blatantly not even acting on it.
Despite the raging controversies, Clark's focus remained unwavering, and her ability to rise above the noise and continue performing at an elite level earned her respect from both opponents and teammates. The controversy surrounding Clark's season exposed the complex landscape of modern sports startups. As Clark's fame grew, so did the dark underbelly of online hate. Her response to adversity only added to her growing legend. Although her exceptional success brought the WNBA fresh attention and excitement, it also exposed her to levels of scrutiny and criticism that very few players have ever experienced. Despite this, Clark's fortitude has endured. Every obstacle she faced appeared to strengthen her resolve, and the eye poke incident, among many others, served as a focal point for conversations about player safety and improved officiating.
Yeah, I think just being competitive is who I am. It's what I've done my whole career. I think at times there's ways I can probably channel it a little bit better, but that's just basketball at the end of the day. That's never gonna change. I'm never gonna lose that. I feel like I'm getting hammered. I don't know. I appreciate Christy getting a tech too. I don't know.
Behind the scenes, while the controversy raged, the league was about to undergo a change unlike anything it had seen in its 27-year history. What exactly did Caitlin Clark do that had everyone glued to their screens, from die-hard fans to casual observers? The explanation is found in what can only be called the Caitlin Clark effect. Her influence on the WNBA went beyond her on-court exploits. Rather, it was a seismic shift that completely changed the women's sports landscape. Her presence alone broke viewing records that had existed for more than 20 years and propelled the league into uncharted territory.
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics, my friend.
Let's talk numbers. During Clark's first season, there were an incredible 21 broadcasts with her drawing over 1 million viewers each. This wasn't just a slight increase, rather, it was a quantum leap for a league that had previously struggled to consistently hit those numbers. The Indiana Fever, who had previously been an afterthought in the WNBA hierarchy, suddenly became essential CTV, and the one thing that most of those games had in common was, yes, you guessed it, Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. But it wasn't just about eyes on screens. With an average attendance of over 17,000 per home game, the Indiana Fever set an all-time WNBA record. To put that into perspective, this was the same club that had the second worst attendance in a single season the season before. Clark's magnetic presence translated immediately into filled arenas. Even away games got so hot that opponents had to reserve larger arenas whenever the Fever was in town, thanks to Clark's transformation of the home court into the most sought-after attraction in town.
The WNBA has seen record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league.
The impact of Clark's presence in the WNBA was not limited to basketball. She became a social media sensation with over 2.9 million Instagram followers. Her playing style, which was marked by pinpoint passing and clutch scoring, brought out the best in her teammates, and the Fever set a franchise record for assists in a single season. But more than just her ability to score goals, Clark's presence elevated everyone on the court. Analysts compared Drew to none other than Michael Jordan, pointing out that she was able to bring the league previously unheard of levels of attention and commercial appeal, much like Jordan did for the NBA during his illustrious career, which was founded on the principles established by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson in the 1980s. It wasn't just hyperbole, though, the numbers supported it. Game 2 drew 2.5 million views, shattering the record established in Game 1 just days earlier, and Clark's playoff debut drew an average of 1.84 million viewers, the most for any WNBA playoff game since the 2000 championships.
What Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational, and I just, as a baller to a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely.
For just lifting our game up, you and so many great players. But what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did, and we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her.
Perhaps the most amazing thing about the Clark effect is how it not only reduced the Fever but also increased fan engagement for all WNBA teams. During her rookie season, it seemed as though Clark's celebrity had a gravitational pull that brought new fans and excitement to women's basketball in general. The best way to describe it was by WNBA legend Toma Catchings, who claimed that Clark had revitalized not only the Fever but the entire city of Indianapolis and the league itself. According to Catchings, Clark's influence might have an equally revolutionary effect on the women's game, drawing comparisons to how Magic Johnson and Larry Bird revolutionized the NBA.
Yeah, I think it can't be overstated enough, like what she did to bring eyes to that sport. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's just a fact.
Her eagerly anticipated social media post eventually broke the hush as the dust settled on her record-breaking rookie season, but it raised more questions than it did answers. Would Clark be a one-season wonder or the cornerstone of a dynasty? With those remarks, Clark reaffirmed her dedication to the Indiana Fever and the WNBA, igniting excitement throughout the basketball community. However, what does Clark's choice actually mean for the future of the Fever in the league as a whole? Her season wasn't just outstanding, it was historic. The future is now, the future is hot, the future is Fever. See you all in year 2, she said. There is a noticeable buzz around Clark's comeback. With an entire season under her belt and the opportunity to expand on her already excellent career, expectations for year 2 are skyrocketing. Her presence on the court does more than simply win games, it fills seats and captivates viewers.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
The promising core that surrounds Clark Aliyah is what gives the Fever an especially bright future. Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, and Clark form a potent tandem that could rule the league for many years to come. Add All-Star Kelsey's rim running and accurate shooting, and Lexi Hull's versatility, and you have a young, talented roster that is only beginning to reach its full potential. Clark's style of play is a wonderful complement to her colleagues. Her court vision and passing ability create opportunities for Boston in the paint and open looks for Mitchell on the perimeter, and don't try to leave Hull open because she's now the most accurate three-point shooter in the W. As this core group gains more experience playing together, their chemistry and effectiveness are only likely to improve. Her continued presence promises to attract even more fans and media attention, potentially ushering in a new golden era for women's basketball. As Clark prepares for the 2025 season, there's a palpable sense of optimism surrounding her potential to elevate the Fever even further. With a full training camp and increased familiarity with her teammates and the professional game, many expect Clark to take another leap forward in her development. The question isn't if she'll improve, but by how much. Caitlin Clark's journey from college phenom to WNBA sensation has been nothing short of extraordinary. In just one season, she shattered records, revitalized a struggling franchise, and captured the hearts of fans across the nation. As Nancy Lieberman put it, what Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. Her presence has not only elevated the Indiana Fever but has also brought unprecedented attention to the entire WNBA with skyrocketing attendance and viewership numbers. Clark's influence is reshaping the future of women's sports as she prepares for sophomore season. The basketball world watches with bated breath. If her freshman year is any indication, will Clark continue to redefine what is possible in the WNBA? History is being written right in front of our eyes, and the best part is that it's only just begun. Let's count down the days until Caitlin Clark returns to action by subscribing and turning on all notifications so you don't miss anything.